Okay, so it says we have to write the um, this trigonometric ratios of acute angles. That is very important. Okay, now this sine 190 can be written as sine. Now sine 190, is it sine 10 or minus sine 10? Tell me. Or minus sine 10. Hmm? Where do we have
Minus
this?
because one.
Yeah, this is because you see this is
Minus.
zero. Yeah, you have 90 here, you have 180 here. So when you have this, like, this is 10 degrees over here, okay? This one is 10 degrees. So all of this is yours 190. This 190 takes you to the third quadrant where your sign is negative. So this means this sine 190 is minus sine 10, okay? Cos 305. Let's see where do we go with this cos 305. Okay. Now this is 0, 90, 180. This is 270 and 270 plus 35. Okay. So we are somewhere here. Okay. And if it is 360 minus where it is, yeah, so this angle over here is 55 degrees. Now, do we have cos positive here or negative here in this
Positive.
positive? So this is going to be cos 55. Now let me tell you an interesting thing here. If you have the calculators, okay, if you have calculators, you see that you find the value of sine 190. Please do that. Find the value of sine 190, okay? And then you find the value of minus sine 10. You should have the same answers. Please do that. All of you, please. Okay? Um,
Yes, sir, they're the
uh,
same.
Look at this cos 305. Okay. And then you find the value of cos 55. You would be amazed to see that they are both going to give you the same values. Okay. If the values are not same, that means we are doing it wrong. Now look at this tan 125. So we should be very clear where it is going to be 125. This is 0, this is 90, this is 180. So 125 means it is going to be something like this 125. Okay. So what is the basic angle here? That is going to be 55. So uh, what about the stand? Is it positive here or negative?
Minus? It's
Negative.
It's going to be minus tan 55. And please check from your calculators. This should still be like, this should be having the same values here, okay? So check tan 125 and then check minus tan 55, okay? Now, um, cos minus 245. I'll be telling you a very interesting thing from here about this cos thing. Okay. Now, minus 245 means this is 0, this is minus 90, and this is minus 80. This is going to be minus 270. So it is somewhere here. Like, this is going to be minus 245. Minus 245. Okay. So what is the basic angle here? That would be 65. Okay, that is 65. So do we have cos positive here or negative here? Hmm?
Negative.
Negative. Okay, so that means this cos of minus 245 is same as minus cos 65. Okay, a very interesting thing that I'm just going to ask you guys. Okay, let me see who gives me the right answer and gives me the answer first of all. Tell me what would be cos 245. What would be cos 245? Yes. What will be this cos 245? Hmm? This time we have to go anti-clockwise. This is 0, 9, 1, 8. This is 2, 7. We are here. This one is 245. Okay. This is 245. So this is 65 degrees here. So cos 245 is also minus cos 65. Please check that. Cos 245 is same as minus cos 65. Is it so?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now please note it down. A very important thing that some of you might not grasp it. Okay, uh, look at this. Bacho, um, the cos minus 245 is same as cos 245. Okay, cos minus 245 is same as cos 245. So you can generalize it that if you have cos minus theta, that will be same as cos theta. Cos of minus theta is same as cos theta. For example, if you have cos of minus 100 or you have cos of 100, they both mean the same. Sometimes we do get confused when we have a negative angle. So you must be able to change that negative angle into a positive angle. So we can simply say that, okay, cos minus 100 is same as cos 100. You can check this from your calculators, okay? And you can write this rule in general. You know what happens in case of sine and tan? Hmm? Check from your calculators that what is sine 30, okay? You will get half. And then you find what is sine of minus 30. You will get minus half. Okay. This means this means that um, we can say that uh, we can say that we can say that the sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. So whenever you see there is a minus sine of minus theta, that is minus sine theta. Can someone tell us through the diagram that why it is true that sine of minus theta is same as minus sine theta? Hmm? Let's take this example here, 30 and minus 30. If I take 30 degrees, that means I'm going anti-clockwise and I'm in the first quadrant and I have this value as half. If I go clockwise, that means I will be going downwards. So this is your minus 30. So here your sign is positive, here your sign is negative. That is why this happens. If you check this from the cos, for example, if you check cos 30 and cos minus 30. If you take cos 30, you're in the first quadrant. If you take cos minus 30, you are in the fourth quadrant, and you know that cos is positive in both these quadrants. That is why uh, when it is, this basically means that this angle is clockwise and this angle is anti-clockwise. So you get the same values for cos. Either you go clockwise or you go anti-clockwise. Look at this cos 100, okay? If you go clockwise, you would be somewhere here, okay? This is your minus 100. And if you go anti-clockwise, you will be somewhere here, which is going to be 100 here. You know, in both of these two quadrants, your cos is negative. So either you take cos minus 100 or you take cos 100. In both the cases, your result is the same. But this is totally opposite in case of sine and tan. Look at this. If you take tan 30, you are in this quadrant, in the first quadrant. And if you take tan minus 30, you are in the fourth quadrant where your tan is negative. Okay, so the rules for the sine and the tan are like this. This is going to be tan of minus theta. That is going to be minus tan theta. Like for example, if you're trying this g part, you have to find this cos minus 7 pi by 10. You can ignore this minus over here. You could ignore this minus in this case as well because of this cos, okay? But we can't do that for the tan over here. Like look at this g part. This is tan of minus pi by 6. You can tell yourself that you have to find minus tan of pi by 6. This can be written as minus tan 300. You will be getting some more complicated cases in upcoming questions. So those would become easier if you remember this. Should I tell you what my teacher told me when I was doing my BSc about these things, that tan minus theta is minus tan theta, sine minus theta and mine. You see, my teacher told me कि यार देखो ये जो cos होता है ना, cos minus को पी जाता है. ठीक है, look at this, cos of minus theta is just cos theta. He told us कि यार cos जो है ना minus को पी जाता है, and this tan and sin ना minus को थूक देते हैं बाहर, इसीलिए ये बाहर आपको यहाँ पे नजर आ रहे हैं. Can you imagine that? Can you understand what my teacher told me, that when it is tan is of minus theta, so this is spitted out, this minus is spitted out, so that is why this becomes minus tan theta, but this just swallows that minus, so cos of minus theta is same as cos theta, but that is just, I think maybe because of this weird example he gave us, so I remember this anyhow. So you just remember this, थूकने वाला और पी जाने वाला part, तो you might remember this, that cos minus theta is going to be that cos theta. Okay, now let's try this for the radian things. We have done the radian part as well. Okay, so let's see the radian thing. Cos 4 pi by 5. Can you tell me where is it located? Cos 4 pi by 5. Hmm?
Second quadrant.
Yeah, just a minute. We have the things like this. We have here, this is your 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, and then you have 2 pi. Okay, so it says, yeah, it is a 4 pi by 5. You just see that, is it more than pi or less than pi? Or is it somewhere between pi by 2 or like 0? So this is clearly somewhere here. This is your 4 pi by 5. So how much is this then, if it is 4 pi by 5?
Pi by 5.
Yeah, that is because pi minus, it is basically pi minus 4 pi by 5. So that is going to be pi by 5. So you have an angle pi by 5 over here. You have pi by 5 here, okay? So when you have cos 4 pi by 5, so that is going to be same as this cos 4 pi by 5 is same as minus cos pi by 5, because your cos is negative in the second quadrant. Okay, look at this sine 9 pi by 8. Sine 9 pi by 8. Is it more than pi or less than pi?
More.
Yeah, this is more. Okay, so this is your 0, this is your pi by 2, this is your pi, so you should be somewhere here. This is your 9 pi by 8. So how much is this angle in terms of pi? 9 pi by 8 minus pi, so you have pi by 8 here, so this is going to be pi by 8. So the sine 9 pi by 8, is it minus sine pi by 8 or plus sine pi by 8?
Minus.
Minus, because here you have sine as negative. Okay, now please try these questions. I am waiting for you guys. You try these questions here.